welcome to the video, and my name is Jerry Holiday, and I'm going to show you step by step the key elements of setting up your own blog. And obviously you need to get your own domain name for starters, and then we need to set up the hosting, and then we need to set up a WordPress blog. So in this small series of videos, that's exactly what I'm going to show you as clearly as I possibly can, to make sure that you can do this as quickly as possible, because there's nothing worse than getting bogged down in technical detail. It just makes the whole process so much harder when you're trying to get your internet business going. So let's get started. Namecheap.com is the website I recommend for buying your domain names from. There are lots of other websites. Obviously there's millions of them. There's the better known ones such as GoDaddy.com. There's absolutely tons of them, and your web host will also offer you domain names. Now the reason we try and keep the domain names separate from the hosting is just an insurance policy, really. It just makes sense not to have your domain names and your web hosting all in the same place. So it's an easy process. We just point the name servers over to the web host, and this keeps the domain name separate from your web host, just so that you have control. It's all about you having more control. The whole point of getting your own blog on your own web host platform is control, and it's your content then. No one's going to take it away from you, and I'll go into that later. But if you set up a blog on blogger.com, that's all well and fine for promotional strategies and remote content and so forth, but at the end of the day, Google, who own blogger.com, and Blogger, the company themselves, can actually take that blog away from you at the snap of a finger without any comeback from you. There's no questions asked. If someone complains about your blog, they can just grab it, and that's it. And you may have been blogging on there for a year and you've lost all your content. So can't emphasize the importance enough of having this set up on your own platform. Okay, so we're at Namecheap.com, and if you're setting up a blog and it's about your entrepreneurial journey, it's about your internet marketing, or whether it's your business, one, it's probably a good idea to get your name.com. So whatever your name is.com, if it's available. If it's not available, check out hyphens in between your name. Check out .net. Don't bother with .info if you possibly can. It's not a major thing. It's fine. It's just that .com, .net are really the best domains to have. Of course, if you're based in the UK or Europe, you can go for your country domain as well. I'll go into the reasons a little bit later, but it's mainly because if you're trying to rank for a keyword which may be in a domain name, Google put preference on .com and .net, and they kind of ignore .info to a larger degree because of, well, years gone by, people buying .infos left, right and centre for AdSense sites and so forth. So it kind of devalued that domain suffix. So if we put in a name here, and I'm actually going, you can register here for a free account if you don't already have one. You can just search without having to log in or anything. I'm going to log in and just go through some of the parts of the control panel so that we can, let's do a test case and point it over to our web host. Okay, so when you buy a domain name, you also get the option of having WhoisGuard, and this is a website. If you go to whois.sc, let's show you the domain there. Now you can type in any domain name you like in here, and you can actually look up and see who owns that domain, and usually you would have to fill out registration address, all sorts of details about where you are, and obviously if you're a business you'd have your business address and so forth. What the WhoisGuard does is actually protect your personal details. So Namecheap offer a lot of good deals. They usually include free, because most of the time I've seen it, it's been additional cost. So they offer a lot of offers where they say it's free to have WhoisGuard. So that's another bonus of using this company. Okay, so essentially you would log in and you would just do a search on a domain name. Now, depending on what it is, if it is about you, if you're internet marketing and it's about your journey, it's about the products you're going to offer and recommend and so forth, and go for a name, yourname.com. It may be that you're building up a brand for your own business, and that may be a different kettle of fish. You may want to do more of a business blogging type thing where you have your businessname.com, or it's integrated into your website. So that's the main part of the domain name thing. If you're doing affiliate marketing and you want to say promote Sony TVs through a blog, then I certainly would think about the keywords that you want to target, and think about having those keywords in the domain name. I'll quickly tell you why. As an example, that's not right. This is just one of our remote blogs. Okay, so Z4500, for example, that is a Sony television, and this is our blog. I'll just type it into Google. It's page 1, and as you can see there, it's page 1, and that's a blog we did, which is for the Sony Bravia Z4500 television. And I think we put this online well over a year ago. It's set up mainly to promote the televisions as an affiliate product, and that's been up there the top of Google for a long time, and a big part of it is because of the domain name. And the keyword is the domain name, and a lot of people do search for that. So that's just a quick aside to the importance of choosing your domain name. Okay, so we're going to do a quick search. We can do a quick search on a random domain. Marketer High 5 news available. So I'm not going to buy this, but you can see that I can just add that to cart, and we go through the payment process, and it adds the domain. It's usually very fast. You can also search by keywords. You can buy domain names in bulk if you wish. There's a good example there. You can put in keywords and it will suggest domain names for you. This is all very useful. I'm going to... It looks like it's locked me out. Okay, I'm going to quickly show you just one element of changing the name servers to your host. Now obviously you need to know what your name servers are, and that's a point where you will, when you set up your web hosting, which we'll cover in the next video, you will be able to do this relatively easily. So if I just go to blog Power Profits, and in the hosting, at the moment, because it's already pointed to my web hosts, it's actually saying transfer DNS back to us. So that's domain name servers DNS. But when you first register your domain name, it would actually say change name servers or something like that. So you would essentially put in your name servers, which are usually 2 lines of text like this, very similar to that, and it usually takes 24 hours for the DNS to change over and appear on your web host. Okay, I hope that's covered most things about the domain name. The next video we'll look at the web hosting and how to connect the two. I'll see you in the next video.